After leaving all of these beautiful fish behind and going on a 3-month holiday, I realized very quickly that I couldn't just leave all of my really rare, expensive fish in a carer's hands and risk something happened to them, and me not be there to fix it, of course. So I quickly rushed back to the fish room and decided to sell all of my really rare and expensive fish. After my 3-month holiday, I came back to the fish room and found this 6-foot tank, instead of being beautiful and lush, now in complete disarray, full of algae, cloudy water, and it really needs a good cleanup. So here, you're going to see the incredible journey of me turning a 3-month disaster into a brand new, incredible aquarium. Starting by taking off all of the plastic plants that were gathering dust on the top of my aquarium and draining out all of the water. Look at this. Until I found something really interesting. Some eggs on a rock, convict cichlid eggs, and actually I don't like to do this and I never do this with any eggs but convict cichlids because they breed so much. The convict cichlid egg is a very tough egg. You can really handle these things. You can see they're all on the rock there. I'm trying to prevent these from breeding, so I have to move them out of the tank. So for all who didn't know, convict cichlids are extremely prolific breeders and they'll literally breed all the time in any circumstances on anything. So the quicker I get them out of here, the less of a problem they'll be. And just think, I only started with 2. Now I've got 50? Damn. So now it's time to start cleaning the aquarium glass. I've started with a sponge, going around in all the nooks and crevices. And now I run back over with a credit card and pick off all the pieces of algae that I just couldn't get off with the sponge because they're really tough. Now the plan is to basically just let that sit so I can catch the fish when the water clears a little bit. And right now, while I'm letting that clear, I'm going to use this phone, call up some pet shops and see if they want to pick up some fish. Alright everybody, so I've been working for a few hours now. I've called the pet shop up and they're willing to take all the fish I've got here so that I can make my next video. So we're just collecting all the fish in the fish room right now, we're bagging them up. We've got a huge clown loach. We might even keep these for a video. We've got 2 of them. And let me tell you, it's no easy process running a fish net around in murky water trying to catch out white fish. It's really difficult. And I thought I got every fish, and every time I put my net back in, there was just one more hiding somewhere. Huh? And now for a spiky critter that I've made videos on before. We're going to move him out so that we can change this tank into something totally different and far more interesting. Just look at this guy. He's absolutely crazy. You can see that there. Such a strange creature. You can hear it. Alright, so bit of a mess. Clean this up when we get back. So got one more thing. We've got a couple of things we might keep. Ready to go. We're going to go to the shops now, sell the fish. Okay, if I'm being completely honest, it's still a complete disaster. All of the fish that were in this tank have now been sold, and it's time to re-scape. But it's going to be pretty difficult because the water is super murky, but we're going to do our best with all this wood. So the goal now is to get all of these pieces of wood and rocks and gravel and escape temporarily so that it just looks nice. So we've left the fish tank a few days now and you can see that it's clearly cleared up. I'm guessing you guys are now wondering what on earth I'm going to be doing with this tank that I just cleaned up. And you'll just have to wait to the next video to see what happens. That's some slime on the GoPro. I don't know if you noticed, but in this video I had a huge spider crawling around on my wall and I didn't even notice it. This thing is massive and it just freaks me out because I can't find it. I don't even know what happened to it.